Every 10 years, the government wants to know how many of there are you. It's called the census.
That's true.
Kimberly Campbell, who is the state director with the Mississippi AARP,
Yes.
Mississippi. How are you?
Doing well.
Pleasure to see you again, as always.
Always a pleasure to see you.
And it's come up this year.
Yes.
It's census time
yes,
again.
It's time again. Every 10 years.
I
it
know.
comes up. Yes.
So, how does AARP come in to play when it comes to dealing with the census?
Right. Well, you know, AARP, we play in spaces that we think that will impact our demographic. We're big on our communities. You know, one of our initiatives is what we call our livable communities, and so this is kind of tied into that. Plus, you know, we want people to realize that roughly about $675 billion of federal funding comes from the census. So look at it like this. What you don't fill out, you're impairing the state of Mississippi. We won't get certain dollars depending on the counts that we have. So the more we're counted, the higher that number is, the more dollars that we'll get back into the state to help our state communities and some of our local communities as well. So it's very, very important.
That's what I was going to ask you. That money that comes back into the state, what does it go towards?
Oh, it goes towards so many things, whether it's infrastructure, whether it's some of our TANF programs, our Social Security benefit programs. So it impacts us in immeasurable ways. So it's very important that you get that count, but we also want people to understand that they need to be safe, because sometimes there are scams dealing with the census time.
Really?
Yes, unfortunately so. There really are.
Okay.
And so some of those scams is that when they come to your residence, please understand they will always have a badge. And it should say that they are a census taker. It should be credible. If you don't trust them, though, whatever number they give you before you let them in the house or what have you, you should call that number to make sure that this is one of the credible individuals there to take the census.
Right. Now, over what period of time does this start?
The census has begun now, as a matter of fact.
It's already started?
You know what? Let me be clear on that. I want to say it has already begun. I may need to double check that, though.
Well,
very
just
sure
expect it. Just expect it. They're coming.
They're coming.
They're coming.
We've been doing, a lot of our volunteers have already been a part of census training. They've already been going to communities to explain to them to get ready for that, to also fill it out, the importance of you filling it out so that we can have an accurate count here in the state of Mississippi. Because we don't want to lose out on any money.
No.
We want to get every dollar that we can.
That's right.
Here
We pay the government. We're going to get some back.
We need to get back whatever there is for us to get back. Yes.
Now, a lot of seniors can be involved in the census taker. So if you're 50 years or older, this is really important.
This is important. Not only can they be involved, whether it's like volunteer work, like we have where you're going to training, whether, your neighborhood association meeting or what have you, but also you can get it as a job. So, they're always looking for people that want to be hired to be some of the census takers. And so many people say they're up for the challenge, and so they look forward to doing that, to getting paid to help take the census this year.
So they pay you?
They pay you to be a census worker, absolutely, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's, and it's a great way for seniors to get some extra income.
It's a great way for them to get extra income, and I think more than that, they like the socialization part of it. They like being out, and they also like feeling that they are doing something for the community, to better the community, so yeah.
Now, in Mississippi, the amount is like $10 billion for these services for residents.
Yes.
As far as the money coming out, distribution of more than $675 billion.
Yes, $675 billion
in federal funds, grants, and supports to states, counties, and communities.
Right.
And it's all based, it's spent on schools, hospitals, roads, public works, and a lot of other vital programs.
And just to break that down a little bit more specific, a lot of that money is going towards Medicare Part B, is going towards special education programs, is going towards the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which is SNAP. A lot of our members are on SNAP.
Yeah.
It's going towards substance abuse prevention and treatment block grants. Going in the rural areas, a lot of that money goes towards water and sewage disposal systems. So this is really, really critical. We don't need to miss out on any money that's supposed to be coming to the state of Mississippi.
No. If we have money coming to us,
if we have money coming to us,
we want it.
We want it. But again, I think sometimes people get, they don't think it's serious, or they don't think they need to be involved in it. And we always say, yes, it is. But again, some of the other scams to be wary of.
Right.
Don't give your social security number.
No.
That's not a part of it. Don't give any financial information, any routing numbers, credit card information. None of that is a part
What
of the
kind of
census.
questions do they normally ask you whenever they come and do the census?
They would ask you about household. They would ask you about how many members are there. They would ask you.
And you can't count your pets.
No, although many of us believe our pets are family.
They are. I have 3 fur babies.
And in Mississippi, we would probably have larger numbers if we count our pets and our livestock.
I was just thinking horses, cows, pigs, chickens, everything.
And pigs. We would get lots of stuff. But you know, we want you to be smart about it, but we want you to be a part of it as well.
Right. So it is important that whenever they do come around, that you know, and it probably doesn't take that long.
It doesn't take that
probably
long.
30 minutes, maybe an hour at the most.
And that's pushing it. And this year, a lot of it, I don't want to misquote the percentage, but a lot of it is going to be done online.
Okay.
So for those that are like online savvy, you know, be checking your spam folder, your junk folder. You know, make sure that you've gotten information on to go in and to do your census.
Because that again, that will help you out and do it on your own time. But
absolutely.
I'm sure that you will have a deadline.
Yes.
In which, excuse me, you can get this done.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So again, this is going on now. When they will either contact you or, as you said, Kimberly, watch your email.
Watch your email. Watch your email, and be cognizant of anything that looks fishy. If the people don't look professional, if they don't have a badge that looks, you know,
official
or official, you know, don't let them in your household. It's easy to make a call to check to see if this is somebody that's a valid census taker. Okay,
and again, it is very important. It only happens every 10 years. I mean,
every 10 years, and it's very important. You know, they will ask you ask about the questions quickly. They'll ask stuff about, you know, job status, you know, income, assets, household amenities, you know, commute, you know. They ask very general type of stuff, but it won't be personal about, you know, any personal information that anyone could use to like drain your accounts or identity or to steal
if they
your
start
identity.
asking you questions like, you know, what is your bank account number, your social security, it's time to ask them to leave.
Right, it's time to ask them to leave. Right, and then report it. So that's the other thing. If you do think something has been a scam or not legit, please report that because you know people need to be aware of that to investigate.
Yeah, and there's no problem. There's nothing wrong with, you know, say, what was your name again? You
absolutely.
Write their name down.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And everything. And if they've got an ID number on their badge, ask that too.
That's right. And remember, you can be contacted by phone, by email, by mail, or home visit. So you know, be prepared for that.
That's right.
And I believe it starts April 1. That's why I was looking for the date.
Okay.
I believe the census will officially start April 1.
Okay. So again, it's census time again.
Yes.
They come knocking on your door or you hear them in any direction. You know, give them benefit of the doubt. It won't take that long. Put on a pot of coffee, invite them in. You know, have some.
That's right.
Have a good pot of sweet tea.
Just do it. However you do, whichever.
That's right, because it's going to benefit Mississippi in the long run. So,
that's right.
Kimberly, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
All right. Again, if you want some more information, you can look on the bottom of your screen. Call the number.